Beginning on video number 2, 1937 Ford Coupe. To reiterate, this is a steel body car. Fiberglass running boards, fiberglass front fenders. I've got steel rear fenders. I got still photos of more of these readings. 3.8, 11 down here. This isn't going to read at all because it's glass. Quarter panels are 29, 44. Door bottoms 24. A little bit of filler down low in the bottom of the door. 17. Again, more photographs to see for the prospective buyer. Right now we're going to get underneath the car, look it over. Up front we have an original steel frame that's been modified. It's been boxed in some areas for reinforcement, which is good. Some cosmetic surface rust exists on there that this work's probably been done, I would guess, in the 80s or maybe 90s. Rack and pinion setup added. Bolted in as it should be, but we're missing the rack bolt on this side. Might have came out at some point and nobody's even aware of it. Remote access oil filter, oil lines going back. The brake lines are braided and they're in pretty good shape. Disc brake setup added. Calipers and spindles are in pretty good shape. Ball joints, sorry for the sideways view, but you can see the ball joints are in good service. Lower stabilizer arms have been changed. Bushings look like they're nice. We got a little bit of oil seeping down from an unknown location, but it looks to be very close to that oil line. And I see some grease buildup above on the pan, but I don't see any source of fresh oil appearing to come down the block. Car was driven over here and put up on the hoist for me. So hard to tell where that may be coming from. Back here we've got a drip here on the inspection cover for the transmission. Drip back here on the transmission pan. Oil was clean and in good shape, and the transmission fluid looked pretty good. It was a middle red, not a pink, and not a dark red. Tail shaft mount modified and set up for a 3-speed Ford transmission. 70s unit, I'm guessing. We have a power brake booster setup. Master cylinder is accessed through the floor. Proportionary valve mounted right here on the back. And this portion of the frame is still C-channel going through the center of the car. The welds look like they're good and stable. They were made a long time ago. And what you see on the left pretty much mimics what is on the right side of the car. I'll pan through that here in a minute. Some older sheet metal repairs were made from the top side. Riveted in here as such. And again, pretty stock frame rail setup all the way to the back. Welded in some more support for these leaf spring bushings. Shocks look like they're in pretty good shape. And then these were purchased that were probably cut off something else and welded in. So we got magnetic adhesion up there on the inner fenders because we got steel rear fenders. Cool little 2 1/4 inch exhaust.